Hello guys, how are you doing? I hope you're well, and I'm so happy once again to be here on the Vima Show. For those who are new, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for supporting our content. Thank you for supporting your own. Okay, for those who are new, my name is Joy. I'm the host of the Vima Show, and here we deal with so many issues. We deal with love issues, marriage issues, love issues, relationship tips, marriage, and everything, that surrounds it. And of course, we also started something on maybe self-care, loving yourself more. It's all about winning together. It's all about growing together. The Vima Show, it's all about that. It's a show that we created so that we can maybe encourage one another. We can walk together in a journey, or maybe understanding marriage, of understanding a life in a different sphere. And of course, I cannot fail to thank you so much for always sharing our content. Okay, if you're watching and you've not yet subscribed, please this year make sure that you subscribe, share with a friend, share with another friend, and let us keep on growing together. Okay, and without much ado, now I want to get into our topic today. Today's topic is very exciting. It is very exciting, and I'm hoping that the way I'm excited, you're going to be excited, because I've been thinking about the newlyweds. These are the people, of course, who have gotten married just immediately, the newlyweds, and how, outside you try to pamper them out. Maybe when they're planning their wedding, we try to tell them, oh, it's a good thing, it's a good decision you've made, it's something good that you've done. But do we really maybe follow up after maybe that wedding day, after they have said yes I do you as the best couple? And this is a question, by the way, to anyone who has ever been a best couple. Do you follow up your children, because those are your children now? Do you follow up? Do you try to ask them, how are you coping? Maybe how is life? That is something that you guys need to do. That is something that you guys need to do. The best couples who are watching my content, and if you know maybe you are watching, you got married, but your best couple didn't do that, you can share this video with them. Try to tell them that it's so important for you to follow up maybe a couple that you stood with them for their weddings and marriage and preparation and everything. Ensure that you follow up. These people go through so many struggles. Immediately they get into that marriage. Immediately now they leave, the celebrations and everything after cake cutting. And now they go to their house, they go to their honeymoon. Things can be very hectic for them. Ensure that you follow up, understand how they are doing, what they are doing, and mostly for the newlyweds, those who, of course, the newlyweds, the ones who have never been married before. There are those others who, of course, we call the ones who just want to renew their vows. But for the newlyweds, ensure that you follow up. Understand if maybe there's a struggle that they are going through. That is what I'm going to focus on. There are so many struggles that the newlyweds go through that they don't share. Why? By the way, why don't you share? Maybe you find something you're not understanding, you fear. Why do you fear sharing what you're going through as a newlywed, maybe couple, to your parents, to your friends, I know most of you fear the shame. You did a very good celebration. It was big wedding, the decor was wow, the food was wow. And maybe you are afraid, will people start judging us? Watu watasema nini? We got married on Sunday, and now on Tuesday you have issues. You are not understanding one another. How will people treat us? Watu watasema nini? And that is something that is killing marriage. And I've just done a research recently. I realized that the enemy is not happy about the young marriages. The enemy is really trying to fight the young marriages. Every young couple, you are watching me out there, I know most of you watch are young couples. Please ensure that you protect your marriage. Ensure that you get someone. If maybe you are not doing well in your marriage, get someone you can talk to. Get someone you can talk to. I'm believing that most of you are close to their best couple. Go and share what you are going through. Don't let situations of the marriage or maybe challenges and struggles to kill you in that marriage. Okay? So that is what I'm focusing on. What are some of the unspoken struggles that the newlyweds go through? And as I share, I just did a brief research. As I share, You can also share with us. Maybe there's something you went through. You can encourage somebody. And how did you overcome it? Maybe you had an issue with this. How did you manage to overcome it? Because you can encourage a couple. I know most of you are also planning weddings this year, 2026. I'm praying that you're going to listen and watch this video till the end, because you are going to learn much, so that you can start by maybe dealing with those issues even before you get into marriage. The moment you understand something, it in fact becomes very easy to deal with. So if you understand that maybe I said this point maybe can become a challenge, how do you plan to solve it? Before it even occurs, how do you plan to solve it? And so the first thing that I need to you to understand, for the newlywed, they always have something we call unrealistic expectations. And of course, these things, they maybe see them in the movies. I know in that season, most of you tend to watch the romantic movies. You tend to watch some movies, some maybe soap operas, and you try to see, hey, this is what I expect. Marriage is supposed to be like this. But now, the moment you get into it, you start understanding, oh, it was not seamless, the happy ending, You always say that it's going to be happy ever after. It is not about that. Guys, let me tell you the truth. It is not about that. Marriage is not about happy ever after. It's not just about that. There are issues. Kwa ground vitu ni different, by the way. I'm not saying that to discourage you. I'm not saying that to tell you not to get married. I'm just trying to enlighten you. Ndio usiingie hapo with that mindset of it's going to be maybe a walk on the park. It's going to be very smooth. It's going to be something that is very easy. It's just going to be, being in that honeymoon stage. We always say that this is the honeymoon stage, yes. But in this honeymoon stage, there are some issues that you need to understand. Whenever you are getting into marriage, don't have the unrealistic expectations. Have that room for maybe not anything can happen, but have that room for your partner can do something wrong to you, and so you have to forgive. That's why every couple, maybe every best couple will always tell you that you need to understand how to forgive your partner. Why? Because we know marriage is all about forgiving. It is all about someone doing a mistake. You have to forgive. You, the next day you do a mistake, they have to forgive you. So it's all about that. Do not have those, the fairy tales from the movies and everything. Understand that life is real. Those are just fiction. The soap operas are fiction. The movies are fictional. But now, the moment you get into this marriage, it's something that is real. And when we are in the world, of course, everything, it's reality. There's no faking anything there. The other thing that you need to understand, there are some struggles. For example, communication breakdown. What do I mean when I say this? Sometimes you tend to assume your partner, he should be an angel. He loves me, so he needs to understand how I'm feeling. He needs to understand what I want. He needs to read my mind. If maybe today I don't want to eat maybe ugali, I need to eat chips. You need to tell them. Don't assume that they know. Okay, if maybe they wronged you and they are behaving like, okay, not even behaving, but they don't know whether they wronged you. Sometimes you can do something wrong to a person and you didn't know. It was unconsciously. But now they think that you did it deliberately. Ensure that you communicate with your partner. Tell them, you did this and this and this, and I'm not happy. Communicate. So whenever there is a communication breakdown, that marriage is going to maybe start now being swayed by the storms of life. The other one is financial stress. You've done a very big wedding or a small wedding according to what you manage, or others tend even to misuse